Welcome to a transformative journey toward a healthier you. Today, we're delving into the realm of mindful eating habits for weight loss. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat. We're going to explore 8 key habits that can help you cultivate a more mindful relationship with food. First, we'll look at how savoring each bite can enhance your dining experience and prevent overeating. Then, we'll discuss the importance of listening to your body's hunger cues to distinguish between physical hunger and emotional eating. We'll also touch on the concept of quality over quantity and the role of portion control in a balanced diet. Further, we'll delve into the value of thoroughly chewing your food and turning off distractions during meal times. We'll help you identify your triggers, emphasize the importance of staying hydrated before meals, and finally, we'll celebrate the non-scale victories. Your journey to mindful eating starts now. Firstly, the art of mindful eating starts with savoring each bite. The concept here is simple yet transformative. It's about eating slowly, truly appreciating the food we eat. Imagine tasting the rich flavors, enjoying the various textures, and immersing yourself in the experience of eating. But why is this important? Well, when we take our time to eat, we give our brain a chance to catch up with our stomach. It takes roughly 20 minutes for our brain to register the sensation of fullness. If we rush through our meals, we can easily end up eating more than we need before our brain gets the message that we're satisfied. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, try this. Put your fork down between bites, chew each mouthful thoroughly. Take a moment to appreciate the flavors and textures of your food. This simple act can make a big difference in your eating habits. So remember, slow and steady wins the race. Next, learn to listen to your body's hunger cues. A critical aspect of mindful eating is understanding the difference between emotional eating and genuine hunger. We often eat not because we're physically hungry, but because we're stressed, bored, or dealing with other emotions. It's crucial to distinguish between these cues. So, how can you identify true hunger? Genuine hunger tends to come on gradually and can be satisfied with any food. It's a physical sensation, like a rumbling stomach. Emotional hunger, on the other hand, is often sudden and craves specific comfort foods. It's also tied to specific emotions or situations. To practice mindful eating, pause and ask yourself before you eat, am I truly hungry? If the answer is no, try to identify the emotion triggering this desire. You might be surprised to find it's boredom, stress, or loneliness. By learning to listen to your body and respond to its true needs, you can foster a healthier relationship with food. Always ask yourself, am I truly hungry? Now, let's talk about portion control. Our next mindful eating habit revolves around the idea of quality over quantity. It's easy to get caught up in the mindset that more food equals more satisfaction. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. When we focus on the quality of what we're eating, we allow ourselves to be satisfied with smaller, well-balanced portions. Imagine your plate as a canvas. How can you create a colorful, nutritious masterpiece? Try this. Fill half your plate with a rainbow of vegetables, 1/4 with lean protein, and 1/4 with whole grains. This layout ensures a balance of essential nutrients without overloading on calories. Remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself, but to nourish your body with what it truly needs. A smaller portion of nutrient-rich food can be far more satisfying than a large portion of something less nutritious. Remember, it's not about how much you eat, but what you eat. Moving on, let's focus on chewing thoroughly and enjoying the texture. When we rush through meals, we often miss out on the nuances of flavors and textures that our food has to offer. Taking the time to chew each bite properly not only enhances our dining experience, but also plays a crucial role in digestion. It begins the process of breaking down food and makes it easier for your body to absorb nutrients. So, how do you chew properly? Aim to chew each bite at least 20 times before swallowing. This might seem excessive, but it helps to slow down your eating pace and allows your brain to catch up with your stomach, signaling when you're full to prevent overeating. Moreover, pay attention to the texture of your food. Is it crunchy or soft, smooth or grainy? Engaging all your senses during the eating process can heighten your enjoyment and make you more mindful of what you're eating. So take your time and chew thoroughly. Next up, turn off those distractions. We're living in a world where we're always connected, and it's easy to find ourselves eating in front of a screen, be it a TV, computer, or smartphone. But did you know that these distractions can lead to mindless eating? It's true. When we're absorbed in a show or scrolling through social media, we're not paying attention to what or how much we're eating. This can lead to overeating and a disconnection from our body's fullness signals. So how can we combat this? It's simple. Create a distraction-free eating space. This means turning off the TV, putting the phone away, and focusing on the food in front of you. Take this time to savor your meal, connect with your body, and truly enjoy the experience of eating. Remember, when it's mealtime, focus on the meal. Now it's time to know your triggers. Unhealthy eating habits often stem from emotional triggers. Stress, boredom, loneliness, anger, or even happiness can push us towards impulsive eating or overindulgence. But the good news is, by identifying these triggers, we can start to address them. Consider keeping a food and mood journal. Write down not just what you eat and when, but also how you were feeling before and after you ate. Over time, you may start to see patterns emerge. Maybe you reach for a chocolate bar when you're stressed, or you binge eat when you're bored. Once you've identified these triggers, you can work on developing healthier coping mechanisms. Instead of reaching for that chocolate bar, maybe you can go for a walk, practice deep breathing, or call a friend. Remember, knowledge is power. When you know your triggers, you can anticipate them, plan for them, and ultimately conquer them. Know your triggers to conquer them. Moving on, let's talk about staying hydrated. It's a crucial, yet often overlooked aspect of mindful eating. Drinking water before meals serves a dual purpose. First, it helps control hunger. You see, when our bodies are dehydrated, they sometimes send out mixed signals that we interpret as hunger. So, grabbing a glass of water before reaching for a snack could be all you need. Secondly, having water before meals can prevent overeating. When you drink water before a meal, it occupies some space in your stomach. This way, you feel a bit full even before you start eating, which can lead to consuming fewer calories during the meal. It's a simple yet effective trick that can support your weight loss journey. Try this. Aim to drink a glass of water 15 to 30 minutes before a meal. Not only will this aid in maintaining optimal hydration levels, but it'll also give your body a chance to accurately signal whether it's hungry or just thirsty. So remember to have a glass of water before your meals. Lastly, let's learn to celebrate non-scale victories. Non-scale victories are those triumphant moments that can't be measured by a scale, but are still crucial indicators of your progress. They might be as simple as fitting into an old pair of jeans, feeling more energetic, or noticing an improvement in your overall mood. These victories are so important because they remind us that health and wellness extend far beyond a number on a scale. They encompass our total well-being, including physical, mental, and emotional health. They're about feeling good in your own skin, having confidence, and experiencing the joy of living a healthier lifestyle. These moments of triumph remind us that every step we take towards our health goals, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. So don't let the scale dictate your success. There's so much more to your journey than that number. So celebrate every victory, not just the ones on the scale. And that's it. 8 mindful eating habits for weight loss. Let's take a moment to reflect on our journey. We started with savoring each bite, a simple act that can transform our relationship with food. Then we learned to listen to our body's hunger cues, distinguishing between physical hunger and emotional triggers. We explored the concept of portion control, prioritizing quality over quantity. We reminded ourselves of the importance of chewing thoroughly and enjoying the texture of our food. We turned off distractions to fully focus on our meals. We identified our triggers, those emotional cues that can lead us astray. We discussed the importance of staying hydrated before meals. And lastly, we celebrated non-scale victories, those moments of triumph that go beyond the number on the scale. Remember, mindful eating is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Happy mindful eating.